This is the only lift that Harbor Freight currently sells. And the guy came with the lift gate to deliver it. He had a hard as heck time getting it off. I had to help him. Ended up teetering it off with the pallet jack and lift gate. And I was surprised. He did a really good job with it. I ended up tipping him $20. I felt bad for him. The hydraulic box is damaged, probably. I am concerned about what this thing's going to look like when I open it. I'll make a separate video on that. I marked it on the bills, and I had him back up into the driveway because he was going to drop it off out in the street. I said, man, I just can't have that. I've seen other videos where this thing showed up completely destroyed. This thing's amazing. I mean, we did most of the damage getting it off. And he might have broken it just to be able to get it off. But this thing is in great shape. It only took like a week. I ordered this thing and it came here in a week. I did order the, oh God, what was it? A Max Jack. And found out they had a newer version, so I declined that. And I ended up getting all my money back, plus $150, amazingly, from Amazon. I think it was because the company, Danmar, whatever, neglected to put on their webpage that a newer version is available. And the newer version was much safer. It had automatic locking system when you raised it, instead of completely hydraulic, and then you put pins in, as if, you know, the pins you use for, well, like these pins right here, you would use on a press. Same exact thing. And there was only 2 spots you could put, otherwise you had to drill more holes, and I wasn't interested in that, not in the slightest. Plus it ended up raising at different rates. A lot of times people complained as long as it didn't raise more than 1 inch per side, it was safe, but other people saying it was like 2 inches difference. I don't know if it was a blockage in the hose or hose length, or I have no idea, but that wasn't okay with me. I think I would have swapped the hoses to see if there would have been any difference per side. So I ended up getting this thing in here using the Harbor Freight card. I mean, everything I have here, Harbor Freight, has been used to buy more Harbor Freight things. The Harbor Freight trailer helps me buy more Harbor Freight things. Harbor Freight cart helps me move more Harbor Freight things in it. Harbor Freight floor jack, another Harbor Freight cart. Just, you know, you can't beat Harbor Freight prices. And this is one thing you couldn't beat. This thing was, everybody else sells this thing for like $1,800, $2,000, $2,200 plus shipping and plus tax. This guy here, which gets to be a lot when you start getting up in it, this guy here was $1,500, but they accepted a 25% off coupon, taking off, I think, like $375. And by the time I got done with paying shipping, shipping was more than taxes. I think shipping was around $96 or so, and taxes like around $89 or so. And to my door, with liftgate service, $1,306 for this thing, and it lists for $14.99. Amazing steal. I couldn't believe the coupon worked, and I said, man, I gotta buy it. You know, I'll get, eventually there'll be a 4-post lift here for alignments and oil changes. Over there, this lift, I'm gonna end up cutting a hole in the floor and pouring more concrete for a couple reasons. One, so that this is recessed below the floor level. And I might end up routing the hydraulic lines through a pipe up into the wall or something. I'm not really too sure about that. I'm getting ready to go buy the Harbor Freight toolbox, the 72-inch. I got a super coupon for that, knocking off $200. And that'll help me get rid of all the stuff inside the house so I can free up the living room so that I can paint that, so that my girlfriend will be happy. Been here almost a year and I still haven't done that. But eventually I'm going to get a concrete saw and cut it out. And I'm also going to pour the concrete, because I'm going to pour it down probably 8 inches, at least 6 inches, and it's going to be like 7,000, 8,000 psi concrete, because I'm going to eventually also get a 2-post lift that's removable to go over there. So it'll be a 2-post lift, this lift in the middle, sunken down, and then a 4-post lift here. And eventually I'm going to make these high-rise garage doors so that the garage door will go almost all the way up to the ceiling and then come up to about here. You gotta get higher pressure springs, whatever the rating is. And you also gotta get the side mount garage door openers, which is fine because they also have an automatic locking feature when the garage door goes down. When I left, I had unplugged these and shut them and locked them and everything. But so great price. It was ready to be delivered in a week. I wasn't in town at the time, so they had to wait, and I just got it today. And it's in immaculate condition as far as the crate is concerned. I'm sure the lift is fine too. That's my only concern, is that box over there. But this is a mid-rise lift, but you do have to set it up, you know, and you also have to build some ramps or put some 2x12s with probably, I don't know, at least 8-foot links, probably more like 12-foot links. And that way you can ramp up and it'll clear everything on this lift. And oil change is going to be easy now, tire rotations, flat repairs, all that stuff is going to be easy now, or easier. Changing out my my rack in the Civic. I'm going to need the 2-post lift for doing engine replacement and clutches and stuff like that. You're not going to be able to do it on this guy, more than likely. But, you know, stepping stone. This thing was the other 2-post lift for the MX6 Max Jack from Danmar. Their newest version is 2300. So I saved $1,000 by getting this, and I'll use the 1,000 towards something else. You know, I've got to put a perimeter of pebbles around the house and do all kinds of other things. Got to paint the exterior. Got to pressure wash the roof. But anyway, I digress. Lift is here. Gonna be unboxing it. Probably moving the trailer back over here so I can free up that area there for the other car. And tune in.